Hi and welcome to Little Bits Honeybees YouTube channel. I'm the Skinny Bee Man. Today we're going to talk about Chinese grafting tools. They're pretty easy to use. We're going to teach you how to pick a good one, because maybe 1 out of 4 is a good one. And then we're going to teach you how to modify it. Most people that will teach you grafting say you can't graft out a new comb because you punch through the comb, and I'm going to show you how I modify mine. And I graft queens or cells out of frames that's only maybe not even half drawed out, got eggs in it, and have fairly good luck with it. So I'm going to remove this camera here and get where you can see what we're talking about. We'll try to run through this. Okay, we're back here. Okay, when you're picking a Chinese grafting tool, you take the lid off of it. Let me see here. You want to make sure that the plastic plunger is running parallel with the tongue. As you can see, this one's got a big crook in it. It just comes out here and crooks. That's not a very good one. Second thing you want excuse me, you want to look for, you open them up, and the plastic plunger on the back, when you push it out, it needs to come out past the end of the tongue. See that one? That doesn't come out. You can't push your larva off. You want to make sure that both of them do that. I'll show you what this is a good one. It's good and straight with the tongue. You turn it over, as you can see it goes out past the end of the tongue on that. Now, modification on these is pretty simple. You just pull the cap off of it, remove all the springs, don't lose them. Pull the plastic tongue out. And then you would take 120 sandpaper. Usually just, that tongue pulls out. And you want to take this 120 sandpaper it's fuzzy, and just drag it one way on top of that tongue. Turn it here. Just drag it one way. You just keep sanding it. 120 is plenty fine. These Japanese, this is made out, the tongues on these I think is made out of tortoise shell, and they come with so many different thicknesses on them that they're not consistent at all. But when we get done with this modification, they'll be plenty thin enough that you can graft out a new comb with. It doesn't take a whole lot. And how you tell when you're done is that the end of it will get ragged edges on it. Like it's really thin, it'll get jagged edges. And what we're going to do, once it gets to that point, you take a pair of little fingernail files and you trim it back around. Just take a little bitty off, get the jagged edges off of it, and it'll do you a real nice job on grafting. Should have brought my magnifying glass in here. I like to look at it under magnification, but we're just about there. I don't know how well this camera focus on this. As you can see, there's just see them little bitty jagged edges right there on the front. That means you got it really thin. It won't take anything to pick up the larva without pushing through the comb on it. I'm digging for my fingernail clippers here. Wasn't prepared. Like I say, I usually put my 3X reading glasses on so I can see this better. But where are we at here? Here we go. And you just take a pair of fingernail clippers and you just barely trim that around. Just like so. And then it ain't nothing to put it back together. Just slide it in the groove. And on the ones I do, I typically put a drop of super glue on them. I glue them back in when they're done, when I actually rebuild them. Put the plunger back in. Put the spring back on it. You got to hold this plunger down here with your thumb, put a little pressure on it to get this lid back on it, so to stay. As you can see, let me see if I can get a little closer view of that. See, the tongue comes out past it. And there you go. That'll bend up real nice. You'll be able to let you do graft out of new comb. Some people say it's almost impossible to graft out a new comb, and typically without the modification, I agree with them. But with the modification, it works pretty good. I hope it helps some of you on your grafting experience. I appreciate you guys watching the channel, everybody that subscribes. I would have never thought a redneck from Indiana could have, 2,300 subscribers and over 200,000 views, and I really appreciate it. You guys have a Merry Christmas, a good holiday, a safe one, and hope your bees do well in the spring.